Hello, friends. I have a good word for us today. And Jesus said in John 16:33, and I'm going to read it to you. These things I've spoken to you, that in me you will have peace. In the world you're going to have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Okay, I started thinking about that. First of all, I think we need peace. There's a lot going on in our world, and Jesus said we have peace in him. And so I actually, when he said you're going to have tribulations, I looked up that word, and in Greek it's thalipsis, which means pressure, oppression, stress, anguish, tribulation, adversity, affliction, crushing, squashing, squeezing distress. And I thought, wow, Jesus said, we're in the world, and tribulation is going to come because we're in this fallen world. But God sent Jesus, and he's the answer to us living in victory in this fallen world. So thinking about tribulation, it also says, the definition for that is like, and I'm taking this stack of papers over here on my desk. It says it would be like you take a stack of papers that are unfettered, they're free. And what thalipsis does, or tribulations do, is it's like pressing them down. And we feel that pressure many times going through all sorts of situations. The pressing of tribulation, when you get a bad report from the doctor, when your something changes with your employment, when something's happening with your family and your children. Tribulation is just trying to press you down. And that word thalipsis also means like the pressing of grapes when they're made into wine, or pressing of olives when they press the olive to get the oil out of it. But it's that pressing. And that's what the world would do to us. That's what the enemy would do to us, is press us down. And we have a choice when it comes to tribulation coming into our lives or on our lives. And we can either get under it, we can either let it keep us down, get into self-pity, oh, woe is me, why did this happen to me, and that kind of attitude, oh, poor me. Or we can have the attitude of, Jesus, I know I'm in the world, but you said you would give me peace through this tribulation that I'm going through right now. And that's what God is calling us to do, to get that focus back on Jesus and his word and what he wants to encourage us in today. And I thought about Garen's grandmother, because my husband's grandmother, her favorite scripture was Romans 8:28, and she didn't underline a whole lot of things, but that was one that she did underline. And that one says, and we know that all things, not just a few, but all things are going to work together for good to those who love the Lord and are called according to his purposes. I believe, my friends, that you are called for the purpose of God in this hour. And that is my prayer for you, that you'll keep your focus on Jesus. And he promises to give us our peace as we walk through this. And what the enemy meant for bad in your life, God's going to turn it for good, because we have a loving God who we can trust. So I'm going to close with John 16:33 in the Amplified. It says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have perfect peace and confidence. In the world you have tribulation and trials and distress and frustrations, but be of good cheer. Take courage, be confident, certain, undaunted, for I have overcome the world, and I've deprived it of its power to harm you, and I have conquered it for you. Love you, praying for you.